Welcome to my pattern. Welcome to video number 4 of my patting indoor series, and today it's all about distance control again, like video number 3, but today we're concentrating more into rhythm and tempo. Now, before starting, I just want to ask you a question, probably ask a question to myself. It's, what is tempo? What is rhythm? Tempo is nothing else than the combination between the length of your arc, so how much you bring it back and through, with the speed. Now, to understand better the concept, let's imagine you want to play 2 balls, okay? Very important, again, concentrating on the same, let's say, stance I gave you from video number 2. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to swing this club at the same length, let's say more or less in the middle of my right foot and in the middle of my left foot, and with the same arc. I want to now reach different distances. So now I played my first one, I'm going to play a second one now, same arc, more distance. So what do you think there happened? Did I change the length of my arc? No, I didn't. But the ball reached further. What did I change? The speed. So if I change the speed, what did I change? I changed the tempo. Now, before we move into the drill itself to how to find your rhythm, very important will be just take your phone and download a very standard metronome app. And what you could do is actually opening up, and you're going to realize you're going to hear a sound like this. So this sound is called BPM. And what I normally do is setting up as a starting point at 85, which is a good, I think it's a good starting point to feel your rhythm. And what I would do is this. Starting to feel the rhythm, probably work more with your hands and your arm, thinking and imagining that your palm of your right hand is your club face, and moving the imaginary pattern or your motion back and through, following the rhythm. And you can go even longer or shorter, but what you realize on this is that the only thing that actually changes is the speed. Now remember, if the 85 BPM it's a little bit slow for you and you don't feel comfortable with, you can always raising up and go with a higher BPM. Let's imagine I go to 100. You can already hear and listen how fast it is. Let's go and try. I can go medium, longer. I can go shorter. But the purpose of this, it's mainly following your own sensation, what is comfortable for you. This is the most important thing. As my preference in general, I like to say to my students, work always between, let's say, 85 to an interval between 85 and 100, 105 more or less. So the movement with your hands was mainly for understanding what BPM means and how can you feel the rhythm and follow the rhythm with your body. Now let's get into action and let's use your pattern. What I'm going to have is a few balls, and what I'm going to do, I'm asking you to play no further than a 2-meter putt, which is more or less 6 feet, I would say, which for me means to the last squares of my carpet. Now, what I'm going to asking you to do is setting up yourself with the stance I gave you on lesson number 2. Remember, with the middle of your hip inside the line of your feet, ball slightly center left of your stance, so the club head will be more in the center. And what I want you to do is swinging at the same length. That now I'm going to try and go from the middle of my right foot to the middle of my left foot using the metronome up. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm starting with a 85 BPM tempo. and I'm gonna try and practice. Let's see if it's a good one. Wasn't that bad, but it's definitely a little bit slow for me. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm go back to the phone, putting up into, I don't know, let's say, I put it up to 92. Put it up to 92. As you can hear, it's much faster. I take a practice swing. That feels more comfortable for me. Looks much better. So as a conclusion of the last two videos, I hope you understood 360 degrees what means for me distance control and what I want to see from my students in terms of length of the arc, rhythm and tempo. And I really hope you manage to practice home to find your own rhythm and your own very comfortable movement in order to improve your distance control. And I'm very happy that as soon as this is gonna be finished, I hope you're gonna really improve your game into the golf course.